Welcome to this lesson on introducing fractions using the metal insets. To begin with, we're going to look at this, something we recognize. Yes, it's a unit or a whole that we've used with the golden mat. And taking a look at this, we can imagine that if we took our parents' car and ran this over, or we took a massive sledgehammer, a big hammer, and slammed it down as flat as possible, that we would get something that looked like this. And this is also one whole. Whole. Now, if we are to share a whole, we would have to divide it into parts like we did with the apple, as you may remember. This is a whole divided into two parts, or halves. You have one half and two halves, and that makes one whole. And you could share two halves with two different people. You get one, and I get one, and we both get the same amount. They're both the same size. Now, how many pieces is this divided into? Yes, 3 even pieces. And these are called thirds. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. 3/3 makes one whole. Would you get the next metal inset for us? This one here? Oh, thank you. And how many pieces is this divided into? That's right, 4. Fourths. These are called fourths. Fourths. And could you put this back in here and return it to the frame? Thank you. That can help. And 4/4 fit to make our whole. And we can continue to look at each of these, and they're each split up or divided into more pieces. And each one of these is a fraction. This represents a fraction. This fourth is a fraction. Now, we can continue with the child all the way through these if they're interested, and then go through the second and third period, having him or her work back through each of one of these and telling me what the names of each of these metal inset fractions are: whole, halves, third, fourths, fifths, and so on. And then to continue our work with fractions, we could look into parts of a dollar and talk about how cents are parts of a dollar, or parts of an hour, how minutes are a fraction of an hour, and begin with those two commonly used fractions in our day. And thank you. The screen cut off, but thank you for coming to the lesson.